pleasant day, everyone. My name is Angelica Antonio. Today, let's talk about the assessment in the constructivist technology, supported learning. Complex learning cannot be assessed or evaluated using any single measure. We must examine both the processes and products of student learning. Some students memorize very much for the test or even fit their style of preparation to the kind of test and study only for passing score and the passing grade. The question we raise are, is it really good? Is it really bad to memorize for the test? Or it is not good to study for a score and for a grade? The answer to both questions is a no. It is not bad to memorize for the test. Examinees even take in Memory Plus food supplement to increase their power to memorize. Neither is it bad to study for scores and grade. However, we should go beyond memorizing for tests, and we should not study only for a passing score and a passing grade. In a constructivist classroom, learning transcends memorization of facts. It is putting these isolated facts together, form concepts, and construct meaning from them. It is connecting the integration of these facts and concepts to daily life. It is seeing the relevance of these facts and concepts to what we value and treasure in life. If this is what learning is from the eyes of the constructivist, then definitely the pure memorization, sometimes without understanding, done for a mere recall test, does not jive with such belief. What then is the assessment practice that will be congruent with for the constructivist thinking? It is a higher level form of assessment that will require the display of the basic skills of writing and speaking, computing, and more skills of applying concepts learning, analyzing, integrating, and creating, critiquing and evaluating, and the social skill of working with others. Such higher level form of assessment will call for alternative form of assessment. The traditional paper and pencil test will prove to be inadequate to measure basic skill integrated with higher order thinking skills and social skills. Authentic assessment measures collective abilities, written and oral expression skills, analytical skills, manipulative skills, like computer skills integration, creativity and ability to work collaboratively. In authentic assessment, students perform real-world tasks, thus the word authentic. It is an assessment of a process or a product. That is why authentic assessment includes performance or product assessment. The performance is a reliable measure of skills learned, and the product is a proof of acquisition of skills. This performance and product are assessed. Again, the mere paper and pencil test cannot evaluate this. So what do we need? We need to observe and evaluate, and to do it more objectively with the aid of scoring rubric. And I know you already know a rubric. You and your students may develop a rubric. It can be a collaborative effort for both of you. Teacher and students in line with the practice of self-assessment, which is highly favored and encouraged. In fact, with scoring rubric, standards are clearly set at the beginning for you and your students. And with the rubric, your students can assess their own progress. In this case, the much of the fear for test gets dispelled. Assessment is accepted as a natural and normal part of the learning process. There are no more secrets on how students will be tested, what kind of question will be asked. The students themselves know how their progress gets assessed. Assessment in a technology-supported environment necessarily includes display of a skillful and creative use of technologies, old and recent, because that is what is naturally expected of us in the real world, a technology-dominated world. In this present world, we need to be computer literate and fluent, or we get lost or become helpless. These technology and integrative skills are demonstrated when our students present answer they have found to two or more assigned problems, or present a group project they have worked for a purpose with the use of various technologies. This presentation need performance-based assessment or product assessment. It is a direct assessment. We do not test their computer and creative skills, their analytical and integrative skills by way of a multiple choice, a type of test, nor test their computer skills alone. Instead, we measure their computer skills directly in an authentic or real-life setting. Where do they need to use their computer skills in life? That becomes the natural setting of the test in computer skills. A technology-supported classrooms maximize the use of old and new technology. Students are expected to demonstrate learning with the use of both old and material. For instance, students may use transparencies and OHP to demonstrate the learned skills of topic presentation, or may choose to use PowerPoint presentation to assess the manipulative skills. We conduct direct assessment with the help of a scoring rubric. From the eyes of a constructivist, learning is an active, constructive, intentional, authentic, and cooperative process. So should the ways in which we assess learners and the criteria that we use to evaluate them. Obviously, the traditional paper and pencil that cannot assess this type of learning. If we believe that the ways that we assess learning should change, so we also need to rethink the ways that they evaluate learning. How then should we evaluate learning? Definitely, the paper and pencil test won't fit. If it is the meaning and interpretations of experiences that individual students and groups construct that we have to evaluate. There will be different answers and there may not be one right answer. So that we assess should be the process that occurs. Assess learning as it is. This is process or performance assessment. How do we assess if our students have learned the constructivist ways of thinking, behaving, and living? The traditional paper and pencil tests are not adequate to assess learning. In a constructivist technology-supported learning, the authentic forms of assessment, such as performance and product assessment, are more reliable and adequate to measure students' communication, analytical, integrative, evaluative, and collaborative skills. In a technology-supported learning environment, the students are not only users of technology products. They themselves are authors of technology. Furthermore, the students study and learn based on the way they are tested. The type of assessment anticipated appears to what influence how and what they learn. Therefore, the quickest way to change the way students learn is to change the way learning is assessed. In a technology-supported classroom, the students learn from and with technology. Technology is seen as a source of information that the students learn from in the same way that you. The teacher are a source of information. The students master facts and concepts from technology and with the aid of technology. Isn't this the essence of computer-assisted instruction? Is it in order then to assess the student's learning of information by way of the traditional paper and pencil test? We caution the teacher, however, to make his or her paper and pencil test as authentic as she or he can. We combine the traditional paper and pencil test with authentic assessment to assist analytical, integrative, and collaborative skills. Skills that are taught in the construction classroom.